So for the first lab, we're going to start with the heat of hydration of copper 2 sulfate. So what we have today is copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate and copper 2 sulfate anhydrous. If you look here, you can see how those two look. So the pentahydrate is usually the dark blue crystals. So they're more in chunks. And then the anhydrous copper sulfate should be a white powder. But what happens is, normally the anhydrous powder absorbs a lot of moisture from the air. So especially like over in Belize where it's a bit humid, we don't really get truly anhydrous copper 2 sulfate anhydrous, right? So that would be a source of error for this lab. So let's start with the first part of this lab. We're using a triple cup calorimeter, so that's simply 2 styrofoam cups, one placed inside the other. That's just to reduce heat loss. Inside those styrofoam cups will go your solution. So that's 100 mLs of water. I pre-measured those out. We'll need a stirring rod to stir. And then we have here a digital thermometer. So we're just going to set that in, turn that on. Once that comes on, we're going to get our initial temperature. So in this case, the initial temperature of this water is currently 31.2 degrees Celsius. Now we have our pre-weighed amount of anhydrous copper 2 sulfate. So this is 8 grams of copper 2 sulfate anhydrous. I'm going to quickly add that, all that into the solution. Stir and mix and record the change in temperature. If you look, the temperature is going up. So that seems to balance out at 35.2. So we record that value. Between those you can get your change in temperature. Normally we just dispose of this. Next, we do the hydrated, so the copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate. Same 100 mLs of water, but this time it's 12.5 grams. So first we get the initial temperature. (31.2 grams, 31.2 Celsius again. Add the pentahydrate. New stirring rod. Stir. This time the temperature is going down. Still going down. Okay, 30.2. 0.2. So that's pretty much all the data you need for the heat of hydration lab. So that's one lab done. So let's move on to the second lab. Today is the enthalpy of neutralization. So it works similar to the hydration lab, where we just have the triple cup calorimeter, 2 styrofoam cups. And this time the initial solution that we will be using, so we start off with hydrochloric acid. This is 2 molar hydrochloric acid. So let's get the temperature of that. So the initial temperature is 1.3. And our first reaction, we're going to mix the hydrochloric acid with sodium hydroxide. So we have 50 ml of sodium hydroxide. We're just going to add that. Stir and record the temperature change. Okay, so 45.4. So this should be a neutral solution. That's safe for us to just pour down the sink to dispose. Our next combination, we're going to do ammonia with hydrochloric acid. So again, we start out with our hydrochloric acid. Initial temperature. Here we have 50 ml of ammonium hydroxide. That'll be the ammonia solution we're using. So we add the ammonium hydroxide to the solution. Stir. So that one took us all the way to 46.3 before it started going on again. So that's also complete. On our final reaction mixture, we have ammonium chloride. So we get the initial temperature of that ammonium chloride. the ammonium chloride, we're going to add again 2 molar sodium hydroxide. This time the temperature dropped instead of going up. It wasn't as high a phase as the others. Final temperature 32.6. That's basically all the information you need. From here you can go ahead and start doing your labs, figuring out the calculations. That's it. Thank you again for tuning in.